At TPS in some suburban districts, and many parents are wondering why the start of classes gets earlier every year. Here with the answers, Mark Lutke from Thread Marketing Group. Yeah, I think it's, I was just talking to my husband about this. It kind of seems crazy that we're starting, I think some people went back last week. It used to be after Labor Day.
It used to be after Labor Day. In the state of Ohio, it became right before Labor Day about 20 years ago, and it's been kind of creeping up earlier ever since. Now, this doesn't affect our friends, or many of our friends in Michigan.
In Michigan, they go back after Labor Day.
There's a state law that says they can't start until after Labor Day.
Right.
But the fact is that our educational experts say that this is to kind of help kids get their full first semester in before Christmas, helps them with the proficiency tests. But 70% of Ohio parents say that they would like to have school start after Labor Day.
So I don't know though, maybe the parents, we need to leave it up to the experts if they think they know what they're doing as far as what's best for our kids.
Well, I guess so, but the politicians are having their say. 3 bills have been introduced into the legislature this last year to move it to back to after Labor Day.
So could that be a factor then we're dealing with here?
It's one of the factors, but it's one of 3.
Oh, okay.
So what else is going on as we start school is the fact that the makeup of school faculty is changing.
Okay.
Teachers in the workforce are getting both older and younger, and the journeyman teachers, those with 10 to 25 years, are leaving. Largely because of a couple of things. First of all, the economy is so good that there are plenty of job opportunities outside of teaching now for these folks to get out. Okay. And you couple that with the fact that these days teaching is a very stressful career.
Very hard.
Right? Yeah, a lot of regulations. The kids are getting a little bit tougher. And they're just looking to change things up a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Trend number 2, right?
Number 2, okay.
The next thing, though, is the fact that this is one of the first years in history where we have Generation Z students. Now, Generation Z is the new cohort, the millennial kids,
after the,
after the millennials.
After the millennials.
And it's a very challenging cohort to deal with.
They're tough kids.
Well, they are. They grew up in a tough time, you know, in the time of 9/11 and Columbine and so on. They spend more time on with electronic devices, sometimes as many as 5 screens, in their household at a time.
The social cues are kind of not there
very
still.
short attention span. The average child going into school right now, scientists say, has an attention span of 8 seconds, right? So. They have shown up at school being more anxious and depressed than other generations. And this is going to have an impact on the curriculum. The educators call this, say that this requires more counseling and more treatment of depression, and that's being introduced slowly into the curriculum. Right. In addition to that, this group of Generation Z students lacks what educators call executive function skills. It's probably what you and I would have called common sense. But
oh, no.
You know, Generation Z has trouble with planning and prioritization, time management, goal setting, that kind of thing.
Yikes.
So educators are already making these part of the special education curriculum, how to deal with those things and teach them. And some groups of teachers are saying we ought to just incorporate dealing with these executive function skills as part of the day-to-day classroom management. Right?
Yeah. You got any predictions here, though?
Well, yes, because if you take the Generation Z situation and extend it out, we're having a group of children in schools who really don't know how to do anything, right? Even the millennials, right? Changing a light bulb, changing the oil in a car, that kind of thing. So there are some experts who want to go old school and reinstate home economics and shop for students, but not just for boys or girls, but for everybody.
Sure, so, yeah, so it wouldn't just be strictly girls doing home ec and boys doing
shop. So I think the general prediction is that we have school that teaches not just the academics, but also common sense.
Life and common sense. Okay, we might need it. We might need it. All right. All right, Mark, thank you so much. And thanks for making your day